Hi guys, and welcome back to the Aspiring Home Cook. My name's Trisha. Spring is well and truly on its way here, and what that means is there's an abundance of beautiful spring lamb available in stores right now. Now in today's video, I'm going to share with you a super simple recipe for my lamb kebabs. Again, like most of my recipes, these just use a handful of ingredients. Now while the kebab in itself is very simple to put together, it's the add-ons and the condiments that actually make these kebabs really sing. Along with the kebabs today, I'm going to show you how to make a beautiful, very simple pickled onion of sorts and a beautiful yogurt spread or dip depending on how you're serving your kebabs. These complement those kebabs so beautifully. I think that they just take the kebab that is very tasty on its own to a whole new level. So let's head on over to the kitchen counter and I'm going to show you how I whip up these lamb kebabs. Now before we actually get on to the kebabs themselves, we're going to start by making a couple of accompaniments to these kebabs. The first of these is going to be a quick pickled onion. What I've got here is half a red onion that I've sliced up like this. Now I'm going to go ahead and separate those rings or half rings a little so that the seasoning gets into the onion and helps it pickle faster. All I'm going to do is sprinkle a little salt over. You can use salt to taste, and a good squeeze of lemon juice. You can also use lime juice if that's what you've got on hand. Give everything a good mix. Make sure that the salt and that lemon get into all of those slices. This quick pickling works wonders with onions because it takes off that harsh, sharp bite of onions and leaves you with a beautiful addition to those kebabs. Cover the bowl, refrigerate it, and let it rest while you work on your kebabs. The longer the onion rests in this little pickling mix, the better it will taste. We're now moving on to our yogurt dip. I start off with about half a cup of Greek yogurt. To this, I'm going to add a little salt to season it up, a little bit of sugar. I've got about half a teaspoon's worth here. Mix in a little, taste the yogurt, and if you think you need to add more, you can always add more. Give everything a good stir. Making this dip a little ahead of when you actually need to use it will give that sugar a chance to dissolve well into the dip and will actually enhance the flavor of your dip. Now I'm going to add a tiny bit of garlic. I've got here about half of a clove of garlic that I've chopped up really fine, and just a tiny bit of chopped mint. I don't like a very overpowering mint flavor. If you'd like, you could always add more. I'm just using a tiny bit to get started. Stir that all through so that the seasoning and the flavors mix well. And pop a lid on and put this in the fridge as well while you work on your kebabs. Now for the kebabs, I've got half a kilo of lamb mince here. Season this with salt, some freshly cracked black pepper. I've got 2 red bird's eye chilies here. You can adjust the amount of chili to taste. And I've got about 3 large cloves of garlic that I've finely chopped. Now lamb and mint goes really well, so I'm throwing in a little chopped mint as well. Now this lamb in itself is so flavorful, you don't want to overpower it by adding too many spices or seasonings or herbs to it. So I'm just going to leave it with just these basic seasonings, and I'm going to give everything a good mix to make sure that everything's well incorporated into that meat. Once everything has mixed well, just take little portions and shape them into kebabs. You can shape them into any shape of your choice. This is how I like to shape them. I roll them into little cylinders like this and then flatten them out to give them more of a kebab shape. Now these will shrink while cooking, and you want them to cook really quickly, but you don't want them to overcook. So don't make them too thin or they'll dry out. Don't make them too thick, otherwise they won't cook all the way through. And I'm just going to continue shaping the rest of my meat mix before I start frying them. Now you can definitely cook these up on your grill. However, today I'm just going to cook these up on the stovetop. I've got a pan heating up. To this I'm going to add just a little bit of oil and add your kebabs into the pan. Now the trick is to leave it there till it's fried and it has developed a nice color on one side. At that point, it will actually come away from the pan really easily and won't stick too much. And that's how you know that your kebabs are ready to flip over. After a couple of minutes, just flip one over to check and see if you're happy with the color on the other side. And you can go ahead and flip the rest of the kebabs in the pan as well. I love the char that cooking them in this cast iron skillet gives them. Let them cook off on the second side as well. This just takes a couple of minutes more and your kebabs are fully cooked through. Gently flip them over to check and see if you're happy with the color on the second side as well. And then just drain off any excess oil and you're ready to take them off the heat. Add a little more oil and continue frying the rest of the batch. And there you go guys, this is my quick and easy, simple and delicious recipe for lamb kebabs. Now you can serve it as it is with a salad, with the dip and with those pickled onions. But what I'm going to do today is actually put them together in a little wrap and have this for dinner. I'm going to use homemade chapatis for my wraps today. You can use store-bought wraps as well. However, if you'd like to see how I make my chapatis at home, leave me a comment below and let me know and I'll put up a video for you. You can take these straight to the table as it is and everyone can sit around and assemble their own wraps to suit their liking. Here's how I like mine done. I start off with my chapati, add a few salad greens to it, place a couple of those kebabs on, top your kebabs with the yogurt spread, and we're going to add some of those quick pickled onions to the wrap as well. You can add some tomatoes or some sliced cucumbers or anything else that you'd like as well, but I leave it like this for a quick and easy dinner option. Now all that's left is to wrap it up, sit down and enjoy it. So guys, I hope you enjoyed today's quick and easy recipe video. If you did, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and share it with family and friends that you think might enjoy it too. As always, I'll leave a link to the recipe down in the description box below. And if you're new here and you haven't done so already, please subscribe to my channel. Once you do, don't forget to click that little bell icon right next to it so that you get notified every time I upload a new video. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm going to see you really soon with another delicious recipe. So till then, take care. Bye.